Alright, so I'm gonna make this quick and brief. It's gonna be hard making decisions that's best for you. Because when you make decisions that's best for you, it may hurt others, right? And when I say hurt, I mean hurt. But in order for you to be the best version of yourself, sometimes you gotta make sacrifices, but self-sacrifices, things that you gotta let go of, and you gotta bring new shit in. It's just point blank and simple. If you find or figure out a better lifestyle or a way of living, like me, for an example, me being vegan. I'm not even necessarily vegan. Like some motherfuckers look at me and they think, oh, I'm vegan. I'm like vegan, but I still eat snacks, right? I can't let go of the Doritos. I can't let go of like the little Twix and the little candy bars. And we all know they got byproducts. But like dropping off like meat, it was a huge sacrifice for me to feel like a healthier person, right? Just having energy on a regular basis instead of eating that. I'm not even on that tip though, because at the same time I can say this shit. And if you want to eat meat, you can eat meat. I'm not somebody that's trying to force you, convert you, and tell you a lifestyle is better than this or that. Even though I be doing that shit on a regular basis, because come on now, if you cutting out your meat, it's obvious that you're gonna be a healthier person. But at the same time, if you choose to put that shit in your diet and include that shit in your diet, that shit don't got nothing to do with me. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to convert nobody. Do whatever the fuck you want. So if you a meat eater and you love that shit and you can't get rid of it, you can't get enough of it, kudos to you. But for me, it was like a little thing. It wasn't little, but it was something that was like, okay, I'm doing this right now. I'm going on my walks. I'm trying to become a better person. And as I'm going through my personal journey, I think I was probably like 2 weeks in on semen retention for like my third or fourth streak. And then I'm like, man, let me just cut this bullshit out, right? Let's just go ahead and get rid of this shit. And my mom, she made it much easier because she was already a vegan for like 2 years plus. That's something a lot of people don't know about. But it was easy to graduate from that meat shit because like she was a pro. She was already doing this shit. So I'm like, man, I might as well just cut this shit out the way since I'm already trying to be better. And it only took 1 week. And that's just something small. It only took 1 week, bro. And what I can tell you is, bro, do you know how many heads I turn? Like, bro, I don't even eat meat. What? They looking at me like I'm crazy, boy. Like, hold on, you black? You don't eat chicken? Like, I know how, like, racist it is, technically. Like, oh, because I'm black, I'm supposed to be eating chicken and shit. But at the same time, it's like, I do see the point, because we do love chicken. Like, it's certain shit that's like, oh, that's racist as fuck. But come on now, I can't even sit here and act like motherfucker black people don't like chicken. Like, we not finna sit here and make it much more than what it is. Niggas love chicken. It's the truth, right? So I remember when I used to tell motherfuckers like, yeah, I'm vegan, I don't even eat meat and shit, like da. Like looking at me like, God damn, you don't even eat that shit, like for real. And then on top of that, like me just saying it, like it be having a impactful, like you really see how smart the world really is, like. Because people would tell you, oh, everybody's stupid, everybody dumb. But when I tell people that, they like, damn, that's good for you because I just don't have the discipline. So it lets me know that people know, like, that chicken is bad for you, but they just don't have the mental, you know, they don't even have the willpower to necessarily let it go. But they still do have in the back of their mind, like, damn, I know meat's some bullshit. Like, nobody's ever said, like, yeah, meat's healthy as fuck. Well, you be having niggas on YouTube that just be saying anything. Like, they talking about eating meat without cooking it and shit. Them niggas is weird. And look, I ain't even on that tip, bro. I'm not a hater. You can say whatever the fuck you want. We do got freedom of speech and shit, but it's no way in hell you finna sit here and tell me I can eat meat without cooking it. You got it. I mean, if you listening to a nigga like that, bro, that's on you. That shit don't got nothing to do with me. That's all on you, right? To take in that information and rock with it. But when it comes to little shit, like, you do have to let go of certain shit. It's just that simple. Like, it be hard, though, because at the same time, sometimes you don't want to even, you don't even want to grow. Like, it's funny, because it's like, you be your own battle. Like, you don't even be thinking about it for real until it hits you. Like, bro, we are our own enemy, bro. Like, people say, oh, I got ops and I got people that's trying to get at me and shit, but honestly, bro, if we really break this shit down, bro, we are our own enemy at the end of the day. We all make our own decisions and shit. So how in the fuck can you sit here and call that motherfucker dumb or do this or do that and try and invade in that motherfucking life because he trying to move different than when he was moving then before? And then you got people who don't even appreciate, first of all, they don't even appreciate or recognize when someone's trying to grow. And if somebody is trying to grow, they don't give them that space, or they don't give them that time to develop, right? Because they so used to you being a certain way that if you just switch up, that's what they gonna feel like. Like, nah, nigga, you just switching up on me. You just became a whole new character and shit. But honestly, something happened in that motherfucking life, and not necessarily bad. It could be a good thing, like with me, like me just wanting to quit certain shit, right? It was a good thing. It wasn't even like, oh, some tragic shit that happened, then he changed and switched up. Like, no, sometimes a person will go through something that's healthy for them. Like, motherfuckers act like some people don't go through certain shit, breakthroughs in their life. Like, it's always some trauma. Like, why do we always think it's some trauma or some shit for somebody to change? Maybe somebody, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna get too deep into it and think too hard about it, but at the moral of the story is, sometimes you going through shit in a period in your life and you have to make necessary changes for you to be your best version of yourself. And that's why when I come up here, I say shit like how to develop your mindset, or how to pick, like basically trying to explain to you how to create the best possible scenario for you. Nothing about this channel is stingy. Like, you got to understand, the most important thing is you. I am not you. You are not me. Man, I gotta drink tea every day. That's the one thing I do not like about this climate. I gotta drink tea every fucking day if I don't want to cough, my nigga. I gotta drink some peppermint tea or some green tea, and I gotta get some honey. Like, I gotta get some lemon. Like, I've been having like this little cough. It's been getting better and better each and every day. Like, it was horrible last week, but like right now it's sort of like it just come in. Like, and when I laugh, that's when it's the worst. Like, when I start laughing and shit, but that shit be over with. Like, I be sounding just straight sick. I can't even laugh like how I be wanting to laugh, bro, because that shit be blowing me, man. God damn, but this just the price of being down here in this environment, right? The sun don't never be out here for real, for real. It's cold. It's like 20, 30 degrees for the most time. It's like, bro, this shit, how in the fuck am I supposed to develop here, my nigga? This shit hard. But like I said, man, sometimes you just go through shit and you experience shit and you see that it's healthy for you and you see the long-term benefits. So don't be afraid to grow, and don't be afraid to let things go, because if you're afraid to let things go, you literally stopping yourself from becoming a better version of yourself. And vice versa. So let's say, because not everything is always positive. So let's say some shit do happen in your life and this shit make you a different person. This shit change you in a negative way. Because remember, it's different life paths out here. This is where aura come in certain, like, bro, it get deep. It be in people energy. Like, you can see it when they like going through shit, or they have been through some shit, right? It's only the toughest of toughest, the people who've conquered self and mastered self, them the only people that can walk through life, and you don't really know if they scar, or you don't even really know if they happy, and you can't even really tell, right? Because just the way they move and the way they are and their characteristics and their body language, it's hard to just pick that shit up. But it's really experienced people, right? People that's not really walking around with the pain. Even if they've been through pain, you can't visibly see the pain. But then you got the people where it's like bread and butter. You know not to fuck with that nigga. You know he done did some shit. Or you know, like, nah, I don't even, like, that. It's something going on with his energy that's telling me I don't even want problems with that motherfucker, or I don't even want to be around that motherfucker, or because energy is very strong and very telling. You can see somebody and know, like, oh yeah, that's some bad news right there. And you can also look at some people and be like, yeah, that's some good news right there. That's positive vibes right there. He make the room brighter, or she make the room brighter. He just a good person, and you could just see in their aura. But at the same time, you gotta watch out for that too. Because it's tricksters out here. It's double-faced people out here in this world that's really good at putting on the front, right? It's very hard to hide from certain individuals, but you know, that's just the game. Not everybody green. Some people got a real good eye and could just see through bullshit, right? And it's about, you know, seeing the bullshit and not making too big of a deal about that. Like, just knowing and seeing the bullshit. Like, I say some bullshit that they try and give us, right? Like the world, for an example, like, oh, you need this, you need to do this, you need to do this. And, you know, for an example, they try and tell you, oh, you got to be responsible. And then they tell you being responsible is paying bills and doing this and doing that. And at the same time, it is true. But who is giving you this information? Who is telling you what's right and what is wrong? Think about that. Somebody is telling you something is right and something is wrong. That's a problem. Because none of that shit's supposed to be going on. You're supposed to be going off your instincts. And you're supposed to be going off of how you feel. Not how you feel, like not on no emotional shit. When I say how you feel, I'm not being literal, but like in the moment. When you in the moment, you're supposed to do shit in the moment. You shouldn't really have too many thoughts. And if you do have thoughts about it, you should be able to make it make sense before you act or you apply or you do anything, right? Sometimes you just, cause what people don't know is sometimes you can't think. People not ready for that reality to where it's like, bro, I can't even think. You can't think. You gotta just move. And you got to perform at your highest setting. People not ready for that lifestyle yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just really opening the doors to that, like that gateway and that lifestyle to where I'm not really thinking and I'm really moving based off how I feel. Or if I'm not doing that, I'm moving based off how, you know, what I think and what I see. Right? Like I said in my last video, Damn, that just, cause I was about to bring up a point, but I didn't even upload the video. See, me, I'm lacking, bro. See, look, I've been trying to be consistent with this shit, but it'd be hard to be consistent with this shit. So just bear in mind with me, bro, because I do have a life, bro. Like, and I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time. So if I'm not really in the mood to make some shit, I'm not going to force myself to make some shit, right? Right? All I'm going to say is, and then I'm going to head the fuck on, is that if you want to change your life for the best, bro, it's easy shit. It's nothing like, bro, it's you. It's your fault. Put the blame on yourself and take accountability and watch how much of a better person you become. If you mess up, instead of being like, oh, I ain't really mess up, or instead of making an excuse in that moment, eat it. Eat that shit. Be like, damn, I made a mistake. And watch it. Then you're going to change that shit next time it happens. I guarantee it. Just start there at something little like that, bro. And just start when you know that you messed up. Start eating it, bro. Don't run from it. Don't hide from it. Don't try and like bury that shit. Bro, be super honest with yourself. Even if that shit hurt your ego. Even if it's like, damn, I don't even want to face this shit right now. Bro, just, if you can be able to face that shit, I promise you, you're going to become a titan. You're going to be one of them ones, bro. I'm just being real. If you can do that shit, and it sounds minuscule, right? For people who make excuses, but the people who actually know and see what the fuck I'm saying, they know that shit hard as fuck. It sound like, oh, I do that anyway. Like, bro, but when you really start paying attention to that shit and you gonna start really making improvements way quicker than everybody else. Because everybody else quick to say, oh, it was the win. Or it making some bullshit ass excuse for why some shit went south. Instead of being like, man, I just went on my shit. Or damn, I made a mistake. I'm going to do better next time. Accountability will go a long way, bro. Like, I'm talking about a long way. But like I said, man, I'm going to head the fuck on. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'm going to catch you in the next one.